The Jurassic landscape was a theater of giants, where the measure of a predator was often defined by its sheer tonnage and the terrifying diameter of its bite. In the shadow of the massive Allosaurus and the looming threat of Torvosaurus, one predator stood out not for its size, but for its strikingly specialized morphology. Ceratosaurus nasicornis was a creature of refined lethality, a medium-sized theropod that carved out a legacy lasting millions of eons alongside rivals twice its weight. To understand its success, we must look past the obsession with gigantism and examine the surgical efficiency of its unique biological toolkit and hunting strategies. The most arresting feature of this predator was its teeth, absurdly long, blade-like daggers that seemed almost too large for its skull to realistically support or carry. Unlike the crushing, peg-like teeth of a Tyrannosaur designed to pulverize bone, these were precision instruments meant to slice through flesh and sever vital arteries instantly. This dental arrangement allowed Ceratosaurus to deliver devastating flesh-shearing bites, making it a specialist in causing rapid blood loss rather than engaging in prolonged wrestling matches. While larger theropods relied on brute force to subdue prey, Ceratosaurus utilized a hit-and-run tactic, letting its oversized cutlery do the lethal work over a short time. Supporting these weapons was a skull built for flexibility, capable of absorbing the stresses of high-impact lunges without shattering the delicate structures of the brain case. But its offensive capabilities were only half the story. Ceratosaurus possessed a unique physical defense that separated it from almost every other large theropod of its era. A line of osteoderms ran down its spine, small, bony plates embedded in the skin that provided a layer of protection against the bites of rival carnivores. This subtle armor suggests a lifestyle of frequent close-quarters combat, perhaps over carcasses or territory, where being slightly smaller was compensated by being harder to hurt. Beyond its weaponry and armor, the Ceratosaurus possessed an anatomical secret in its tail, one that suggests a mastery of environments its competitors often avoided. The deep, crocodile-like tail vertebrae indicate a level of swimming proficiency far exceeding that of its land-bound rivals, potentially making it a semi-aquatic menace. In the river systems of the Morrison Formation, Ceratosaurus may have been the apex predator, hunting lungfish, turtles, and even dinosaurs caught crossing the water. This ecological niche partitioning allowed it to thrive without directly competing for the same resources as the much larger and more powerful apex predators. Its size was not a limitation, but a calibration. It was large enough to take down significant prey, yet agile enough to navigate dense, swampy undergrowth. While a Tyrannosaur required vast, open spaces to maintain its momentum, the Ceratosaurus was a master of the ambush, utilizing cover and terrain to its advantage. The famous nasal horn, once thought to be a weapon, likely served as a sophisticated signaling device, allowing individuals to identify one another in the dim forest light. The limbs of Ceratosaurus were also distinct. Though shorter than those of its peers, they were powerfully muscled, providing explosive acceleration over short distances. This made it a lethal sprinter in the cluttered environments of the Jurassic, where a long-distance chase was often impossible due to the density of the flora. When we analyze its fossil distribution, we find Ceratosaurus in North America, Europe, and Africa, proving that its design was globally successful and highly adaptable. It survived for over 10 million years, a testament to an evolutionary blueprint that prioritized versatility and specialization over the brute force of massive scale. If the Tyrannosaurus was the heavy tank of the dinosaur world, the Ceratosaurus was the versatile strike fighter, fast, well-armed, and capable of operating in any theater. Its four-fingered hands, a primitive trait retained from its ancestors, gave it an additional advantage in grasping and manipulating prey during the final struggle. Every aspect of its body was tuned for the kill, from the tip of its horned snout to the end of its powerful, swimming-capable tail. We often mistake size for superiority, yet in the natural world, the most successful designs are those that fill a gap others cannot reach. Ceratosaurus was the master of the in-between, a predator that could hunt on land or in water, in the forest or at the river's edge. It didn't need to be a giant because its weapons were so efficient that a single well-placed strike was often enough to end a life. Its legacy is a reminder that in the game of survival, the winner isn't always the strongest, but the one most perfectly suited to the chaos of its world. Analyzing the bite force, we find that while it lacked the tons of pressure found in later carnivores, the speed of its jaw closure was staggering. This allowed it to snatch small, fast-moving animals that would have easily evaded the slower, more lumbering giants of the era. Even its brain structure, revealed through endocasts, shows a highly developed sense of smell and large optic lobes, perfect for low-light hunting. It was a creature that owned the dusk and the dawn, the times when vision is blurred and the heavy-set predators are at their most vulnerable. The evolution of the Ceratosauridae line represents a stable and successful branch of the dinosaur family tree that didn't need to change for millions of years. In every fossilized tooth and every armored plate, we see the story of a specialist that thrived in a world of generalists. It was the ultimate proof that lethality is a matter of design, not just dimension, and that being enough is often better than being the most. As we continue to uncover the secrets of the Morrison Formation, the reputation of this horned killer only grows more complex and impressive. It remains one of the most iconic and recognizable dinosaurs, a symbol of the diverse and terrifying beauty of the late Jurassic period.